Aquarius, how are you? This is Mary with Seer, and with the bad shuffle there. This is your October 24th through the 31st weekly tarot, 2019. Aquarius, well, I'm just wondering if you're having trouble getting people to cooperate with you. And I'd like to know where you go to get to your happy place. Okay? If you could put that in the comments, that would be awesome. My brother is an Aquarius. And we had so much fun. He'll ride the roller coasters with me. We can banter back and forth. It's hilarious. I love that. Alright, so what we're going to do is I'm just reaching for the information that you need the most. Of course, that would make sense, right? What's on the bottom of the deck? Queen of Cups reversed. Ooh, it's kind of vindictive, huh? The Queen of Cups is reversed. She's pretty vindictive and manipulating. Well, as I do more of the tarot, I learn more about astrology and about what we're here to master based on our signs and our moons, and it's so complicated and multi-layered, but I like that too. I like that things are not always so simple, you know? Anyway, are you ready? Cut it. So we have Strength reversed. We have Five of Pentacles. Oh, I should say, Strength reversed is about, well, trying to have the courage. So it could be trying to tame yourself to get yourself in line. That's kind of funny because I think about doing that for myself. Taming yourself. Maybe somebody's trying to tame you, Aquarius. And then the Five of Pentacles is about being shut out, or it could be also like financial loss due to a relationship ending, or splitting up, something like that. Because maybe I gotta regroup on this one or restate this. Kind of seems like somebody, it's almost like somebody trying to cage you, trying to keep you from being yourself. And that may have caused that situation for being shut out or split up or something like that. So this could be you, Aquarius, I'm talking about, or the opposite party. Seven of Pentacles reverse says, I don't want to do this anymore. I'm not sure if this working with this person is a thing that's going to benefit me, or where I want to spend my time, my energy, right? Because when it's upright, we're building something, and it seems boring and it's taking forever, but it's part of the building process, foundation. Reverse, and that's not something that we're very patient about, right? When it's reversed, well, it's just saying this is not where I want to build. No, this is not. No, somebody don't want to build there. Okay. So, next row is going to be the Chariot, and that's swift movement, actually. That's being on the same page. Both of those lions are sphinxes. Such a weird word. Sphinx. Are moving together. That means, forward movement. And this is movement that really is like a snowball going down the hill. It's hard to stop. It's going. Okay, next card, the Hierophant. Hierophant reverse is about not doing things a conventional way, not doing things society says you should do them, not doing things religion says you should do them, or politics, or it's having your own views about that. It also can be upright is spiritual guidance too. So depending on the other cards, there might be maybe seeing the foundations. This card getting so much information. This card reversed right there, right now, maybe showing that these systems are not what they appeared to be. Don't know why, but we'll get more cards. Something isn't those kind of foundations. So the next card is the Queen of Cups. So the Queen of Cups, you know, it's of course, feminine energy, embodying, a woman, female, feminine energy of somebody that wears their heart on their sleeves and not afraid to love and is giving and kind. And uses love to inspire people, you know, and just a good person, full of love and not bitter about it either. And so she's overlooking her kingdom. Loving the kingdom? Looking for someone to love? Not sure yet. This could be a water sign, but it could be somebody embracing that energy, you know what I mean? I know you know. Okay, so now we have the Strength reverse. We're going to look at that. Well, we have the King of Pentacles here reversed. So the King of Pentacles, when he's reversed, well, could be an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or somebody embodying this energy right here of somebody that, well, they're not stable. They're not, upright is a perfect husband. When it's reversed, no, they're not traditional in that way. But they're also not very good with money. And so they could be like somebody that embezzles money. So it's kind of like dishonest, but in a bigger way. And it has to do usually with financial dishonesty. Okay, could be other things too, of course. Dishonesty is dishonesty, but because it's a pentacle, you know what I mean? So not loyal, not stable. Okay, so we have the World reversed. So the World reversed talks about, well, maybe the cycle didn't end, whatever happened didn't end well. And not only that, when the World's reversed, like with cards like this, it tells me that the lesson may not have been learned, may have to be repeated. All right, let's next. And then we have the Queen of Wands. Well, the Queen of Wands reverse is, well, somebody that doesn't have, they're not confident. Maybe somebody lost their confidence. Somebody, they're not inspired. I mean, it's like, how do I move forward? How do I let this happen? Am I so beautiful? It's a lot of, and also somebody that may be threatened by other people's success at this time because of what they're going through. If they're always reversed, then that's just the way they kind of roll. But it feels situational here. Both of them are upside down. Then we have the Hermit. So the way this ended, and this is good though, so the way this ended, pretty sure this Queen of Wands, so it could be a fire sign, but anybody just embracing that energy, Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo, okay, could, in their sadness and reflecting about how it ended, this ended badly, and we'll get more information, you're able to see the common theme in some of the relationships, maybe what really happened. And that's where the Hermit is just a great gift. When you're sitting there and you're just going, what happened? Then the Hermit can come in and say, well, let's get this lamp over here and let's walk a path. Let's have a conversation with ourselves, right? Okay, so then reflecting on the financial loss and being shut out, and maybe the patterns going on. Maybe not seeing the light that's shining through the window that might have been information that we could have used. We get a download. This is the Eight of Wands. We get download, or we realize there was information there that we didn't see. It was right there. Okay, Three of Cups. So it could have been something to do with overindulgence, alcoholism, drugs, or, overindulgence, whatever it is. Third party, too much partying. This one always hits me more as the drinking and this stuff happening when somebody's drinking. That's what this one always says. You can let me know what you think. But that one is what that always, as a reader, everybody has their cards that mean different things, you know, their own interpretations. 10 of Wands, so receiving the information. This could have been just receiving information about this, a certain situation or in general. But trying to leave the burdens behind. What do we do to release it? What do we do to keep from carrying this around? 10 of Wands reversed is trying to release that burden. Trying to complete the cycle. 9 of Cups. So this is the wish card, you know. How do I make my wishes come true? But it's also Cups. With that 3 of Cups, it's the guy's holding up a cup, okay? It still feels like there might be, you know, the drinking, something to do with drinking. So, kind of like our wishes can still come true, but it's kind of like a warning about overindulgence again. That's what I get from that, you know. So, in this particular reading, so we have the 7 of Pentacles, reversed. So it's not wanting to work and build this thing anymore. This monotonous situation, right? The Star, well, this is divine guidance. Sometimes it's divine timing. It's like the North Star, being led by the North Star. It's also about wishes, and it's about making your wishes come true. So here's the wish card, and then we have the Star after we make the choice not to work with someone. Okay, this is great. There's the Devil being conquered. Beautiful. That's good. So I think that somebody got the strength, the healing, because the Star also means healing, and I'm sorry I didn't connect on that till. They mean so many things, but the Star is about healing oneself from the addiction, and that is beautiful, Aquarius. Good for you. Or the party, okay? Because the Emperor reverse is not a nice, it's not a good, somebody very ego driven. This person knows it all. It could be narcissistic, you know. When people are in their addictions, I think that kind of breeds it too, because they have to have a reason to justify and not listen to reason if they're, well, doing things for other motives, you know, because it's the distraction of being over here instead of here, you know. And so, Four of Pentacles is after that process, we're able to get back to who we are and start building our own foundation. This is the Four of Pentacles. So this is, now to me this is about protecting ourselves, like building your own abundance, money and job, and protecting yourself. See, it's a stance of protection too. Could be it's not so defensive to me. Some people say it is sometimes, but not to me. It's about realizing that, well, maybe we should protect ourselves a little bit more. Not in a freaky, you know, like taking you down. It's like, you know, I built this. It's important to me. That kind of way. So with the change, then we can restart our movement towards a better direction. So let's see what direction that is. Okay. Looks like that maybe it's time to consider not fighting. Well, things that are not worth fighting. Here's a 9 of Wands. Reverse says, I'm not going to be at this. See, this is the defense. Okay, I'm a wounded warrior, but I'm not going to give up. But he's exhausted. This way says, maybe this isn't my fight. Maybe this isn't my place to guard this. You know? How about if I fight my fights or fight my battles and leave these to the people that own these, right? That way, it lightens your load. You move forward. Does that make sense? Okay. 5 of Cups, reverse says, I'm getting past the disappointment. I'm getting past those spilled cups, because I know there's 3 maybe it may have spilled, you know, a disappointment and heartbreak and loss. But there's still, my life is still here. I still have love in my heart for something else. That would be the 2 cups standing. Okay, so here's where you defend what you love. See, it's a difference. This is not a defend card. This is a protection card. Okay, now we go to the 7 of Wands. Now that I know what I know and what I've learned and integrated based on my lessons, so I don't repeat those, got past my addictions, or at least working on them pretty hard, I can defend myself. I can feel good about myself. I can turn this insecure person upright now, right? Okay, so defending what is yours and getting to higher ground, and you know, he's up there, he's going, you know, he's at the door. I'm protecting my door and what's behind it. Good for you. Let's do one more. Oh, I got 2 more. 9 of Cups, reverse says, well, we have to be wary of offers from people that aren't really heartfelt. When this is reversed, it's Prince Charming that comes in and makes this wonderful offer of love and then goes, squirrel, you know, because they get distracted easily. So we have to be careful either offering that or accepting those, right? Because the 9 of Swords upright is about, you know, we've had enough sleepless nights, we've had enough worry. So if we accept these kind of offers and we don't defend ourselves, we go back to where we were. And then the cycle is repeated, right? So let's talk about this Hierophant that's reversed. Now this structures systems, right? Or non-structured, not, you know, King of Cups. So King of Cups reversed talks about somebody that, well, it embodies the energy of somebody that's manipulating. Okay, this is a Cups energy, so it could be, but somebody emotionally, not manipulating, I'm sorry, emotionally unbalanced. And so water signs, that would be Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. When they're emotionally unbalanced, it's like a warning of abuse. I don't know why with the Cups. I think it's just they can become more emotionally unbalanced, but it can also be very manipulative. But everybody can, you know. So the Hierophant reversed talks about non-conformity or not conforming to the structures or doing things a different way. And it's also about not having spiritual guidance. And then we talk about the King of Cups being emotionally unbalanced and possibly abusive, right? And it also talks about addiction, and that's a big drinking one. Alcoholism, okay. Aquarius. And then also the High Priestess reverse talks about not tapping into your intuition and your own inner knowledge, sacred knowledge. And that can be done whenever addiction will block that also. Anger will, fighting will. So, Fool reverse talks about, well, it's not wanting to, be a fool again. Wanting to, let me do another one. The moon, okay. Moon is about secrets. It's about intuition again. It's about guidance, okay? It's about, well, there's the water again. Moon is all about emotions. It's also about what's under the surface, okay? Maybe what the secrets, what's done in the dark, okay? And if we're not tapping into our intuition and all that, and this is reversed, well, could have been something that blocked us back. Maybe it was church or school, family. Something that happened that was to us or you or the other party, Aquarius, that caused the drinking. That, maybe that trauma, not wanting to deal with the trauma, or that part of us we, lost, was running things. Because it was, family and religion and aren't supposed to have these things in them. They're not supposed to, right? So that shatters a piece of us. It breaks our heart and our whole lives. If it happens as children, our whole lives we're trying to fix it. In fact, we're trying to have somebody else fix it. We know that doesn't work, don't we? We know that now. All right. So let's talk about the Queen of Cups. So I think this is really cool that the King of Cups is here reversed, but the Queen of Cups is up right here. That's good news, okay? So somebody, well, it kind of feels like this is somebody, a family member, somebody that caused this, that maybe did this to you, or it embodies or reminds you of somebody that did that, Aquarius. Okay, Queen of Cups. So, the Queen of Cups looks like had to walk away from something. There's those cups again. There wasn't emotionally fulfilling. So, if we are talking about drinking or alcoholism or something like that, then walking away from that and realizing that that wasn't emotionally fulfilling either. Because you want your 10 of Cups. Isn't that beautiful? Through all of this, boom, there's that hope and the success in the family. It's always there. It's always there. We just forget that we're worthy and that we can have success. Right, Aquarius? Now, the Hanging Man reverse says, gotta look at things different. Okay, you know it's there. But to get there, you gotta change. Well, you don't have to do anything, but change the way we think about things. Because part of the way we think about things is, well, it's all based on what happened. Did all this work, and we have to, so we don't repeat the patterns. That's what's important. And you may be asking, what do I need to change? Well, one thing is Swords, the Queen of Swords. Well, she's like somebody that'll rip your head off if you make her mad. And sometimes people need that. I mean, I'm a Gemini. Sometimes you got to. Just got to. You got to protect yourself. And sometimes, if you've been hurt hard enough, you got to let it flow. But it's not the place we want to be all the time. Okay? It's somebody that's still not balanced. When she's upright, she'll ask a question. She'll remain cool, and she'll get the information. Here, it's just like, it's just at this point, it's over the top. She's lost control. So that's the thing. Hanging Man, lessons need to be integrated, and our thoughts kind of change so we don't lose control. When we lose control because of fear or anger or whatever, we lash out, we become what we don't want to be, and then that's when we're more susceptible to making the mistakes we did in the past. Thus, there goes that cycle again, right? Okay, Six of Pentacles reversed is about, theft, outright theft. It's about things not being reciprocal. It's upsetting, yeah, it is. Let's do another card, because it's trying to say something here, Judgment. Okay, so, you see, these things are duplicity, okay? Our shadow side are the things that run us, the things that make us drink, the things that say nobody's good or people aren't kind, and there are kind people. There's a lot of people just like us that are struggling. Judgment says, if you can embrace your shadow side, the side that when it's triggered, it does things it shouldn't do to avoid the pain or to just not have to think, then you have a chance of finishing this and not repeating the cycle. Judgment says, that was the answer. That was the answer. And you passed go and collected $200. You know what I mean? It's like, you did good. Okay. And then the world, you can get to the world card, which is the end of the cycle completely. But this is the integration of the lesson. So it does not have to be repeated. You go to a new lesson. Even if it's with the same people. I'm not saying there's an ex coming back or anything like that right now with this. This is a different reading. This is about you. Okay? This is about your next lesson, no matter what, doesn't have to be the same lesson. You don't have to fall into that. You have guidance now. You know things. You've successfully passed a lot of stuff, right? Because you're amazing. Okay, so we're going to do a couple angels and ancestors card because I think they want to say something. So when things get confusing, if you could find a way to ground yourself, go for a walk, do some self-talk, something that you like to do, get yourself back there. I think they're going to tell you here what to do for some reason. Son, enjoy success and happiness. Look at that! Are you proud? You've come... This is a great cycle. Your last card was Judgment. Well, I could have pulled another one, but I didn't think I needed to. It was actually the same amount of cards, I think, that I was pulling. So, Lady says, enjoy growth and reap rewards. It looks like a grounded sign, right? And she has an apple there, and that's a pentacle. See? She talks about, well, you planted some good things now. See, you planted your own foundation. You're being responsible for yourself. This is your journey, not somebody fix me journey. You know, we all do that. We've kind of been trained to do that. Your journey, and you've got rewards coming. That's beautiful. One more. Spring. See your seeds grow. So we have let the sunshine. What you planted is growing. Isn't that beautiful? Wow. Well. So there could be, it also is indicative of maybe you did a lot of work over the summer, and in the springtime you're going to see a lot of rewards of what you've done. And I'm not sure what kind of cycle you're in right now, but that's kind of the way it feels too. Remember that the world is abundant. There's no lack. Not when you're in a positive vibration. Everything flows to you easily. Be the water and go with the flow. Love you, Aquarius. Have a happy Halloween. Don't get too tricky out there. Or maybe you should. Take care.